Are you contemplating starting a project? Do you have a goal that you are looking to surmount and accomplish? Is there something out there that you have the desire to get into, but you feel there's certain circumstances holding you back? Well, you're in luck. In this video, we're going to be talking about shooting your shots and everything you need to do to get you started on whatever venture, task, or goal that you put out on paper to accomplish before the end of the week, before the end of the month, or by the end of the year. Okay? Are you interested in this? Stay tuned. I'll be right back.
You know the way I do it when I drop lyrical. Anytime I spit lyrical, philosophical. All the niggas mimical, but they stand still on taking literal. Punchlines go lateral. Maximum damage.
Hello Chronics, hello YouTube. It's still Fuse on the Fuse Chronicles. Now, like I said in the introduction, are you interested in starting a project? Is there a pet project that you've stenciled out maybe in your vision statement, in your goal statement that you want to accomplish before the end of the day, before the end of the week, before the end of the month, or even the end of the year? I wouldn't want to call it frivolous, but it could be something not so common as maybe a girl that you like and you've been trying to summon up the courage to go talk to. Trust me, it's very important. I'm not even discounting that or kicking that to the curb. It holds substance, okay? Now, what I want to tell you guys is, it's good to analyze. It's good to call up a girl and ask a friend, oh, what does your friend like? I like your friend. What should I do? It's good to research about that business you want to start. It's good to research about whatever project, whatever goal, whatever it is you want to get into. But I'll tell you something very strange. Nothing beats starting whatever it is you want to do. Now, the beauty of a goal is not in the result in itself. The beauty of a goal is the journey towards that goal. You need to realize that because you already know this is what you want to do, you already know the end goal, you already know what it's going to look like, at least you visualize it in your mind. So you're working from an outcome-based approach. That's working from vision. A philosopher once defined vision as what you are by virtue of what you can see. So you already know the end goal, so you're just working from the outcome already. So you know what it is. Whatever research you might do is not going to change whatever you see. I'm talking about the outcome. So why wait? Why wait before you dabble into all the articles or the research or watch how-to videos on YouTube before you get in? Get right in. You don't need all the money in the world to start that business. You don't need everybody to get involved in your project before you kickstart it. You could start your project, start that business, and you start getting players along the way as you move along. As you start learning the ropes while you're getting into the business, going about the day-to-day challenges of the business, you start to learn it. Okay? Or is that girl, maybe there's a girl out there that you like and you're trying to summon up the courage to go talk to. Maybe you believe she's a 10 out of 10 and you are into a 2 out of 10 girls or 3 out of 10 girls or a 5 out of 10 girls. And you're like, oh, she's way out of my league. No, sir. You don't even need to research what you need to tell the girl. You don't need to ask a friend. I'll tell you a story about a girl. I'll tell you 2 stories, very short stories. Stick with me. I want you all to watch this video to the end. Trust me, by the end of this video, you're not going to wait 1 more second. You're going to dive into whatever you think you want to accomplish, okay? So watch to the end, okay? Let's move on. Let's continue. There was this girl when I was studying for my master's in the UK. We used to work in the same company. Then I was working for an insurance company. I could tell she was into me because back then I was a smoker, so she smoked as well. So we always had a lot of stuff to talk about. And I love football. We always talked about football. She plays FIFA. I like FIFA. I was already in. I was in already because we shared the same interests. What I had to do was invite her to my place, or she invite me to her place, and we just maybe have drinks and play FIFA, talk and whatever, move it to the next level if that's what we wanted to do. And now you need to understand, I said if that is what we wanted to do. Now, I made the first error. I went to her friend and I asked her friend, oh, what does your friend like? And the friend told me, oh, take her to a nice place, take her to see a movie, take her to a restaurant, treat her nice. Wrong. That was not what the friend wanted. Did you get it? That was not, the friend just wanted me for me. Back then I was a rugged kind of person. I smoked a lot, I did weed, I was just rugged. I was just all over the place into different kinds of vices. Women were in truckloads for me. Did you get it? And she liked that about me. She liked that rough, that mysterious kind of guy. She loved that. That was what she was attracted to, but I did not see it. And I went to her friend and her friend told me something that took me totally off track. And when I tried doing what the friend prescribed, I lost the girl. Suddenly she was not seeing me the same way. And the way she was seeing me was me. Back then I really didn't give a shit. Did you get it? I really didn't care. I was that carefree, careless, kind of reckless kind of person. But that girl made me want to change who I really was to chase this girl. Now, another story. When I was in the University of Port Harcourt studying for my undergrad, my BSc in biochemistry, used to be this girl, Chanel, and I really liked this girl. I really, really liked this girl. We had conversations. Maybe she was not seeing me in that kind of light, but I really liked this girl. I knew if I had given it some time, maybe something good would have developed from the kind of affection I felt. In fact, in my undergrad period, during that era, in that university, that was the only girl that I really liked, apart from when I met my wife. I never told her how I felt. For some strange reason, the opportunity never came, or I thought the opportunity never came. This girl was from a wealthy home, and that was not even a problem, because approaching women has never been a problem for me. Okay, but somehow I always gave myself a reason why I shouldn't tell her I really like you. Maybe I could say, she's not dressed well today, or differently, she's dressed too much, too formal, or there's always a stupid reason why I never walked up to her to tell her. If you know the actress Taraji J. Henson, picture Taraji J. Henson, picture her shape, picture the way she looks, beautiful like that. That was how this girl looked. Over a decade later, this girl shed all her weight. Literally was looking like Julia Roberts in her prime. Skinny. Now, a friend of mine who also knew this girl, we're having a phone conversation. I really like this girl. I really did like, this was the only girl I liked in the University of Port Harcourt. And the girl told me, why didn't you tell her? And I was like, I don't know. I can't even tell you why I didn't tell her that I really liked her. And you know what this girl told me? This girl told me, Fuse, if you told this girl you liked her the way she was over 10 years ago, I can assure you she would not have altered the way she looks today. And this is so true. Let me bring it back to the topic of this video. Whatever goal you have today, whatever vision of yourself you have for the future, do not stall, do not hesitate, do not think back. Start it immediately, because there's someone somewhere in some place that is dependent on you succeeding in whatever goal you set out to accomplish. And that person is going to be part of your goal, and that person being part of your goal is going to be that person's lifelong achievement. So you not starting whatever it is you want to start is affecting someone else somewhere. It's too powerful, guys. It's insane. Now, the fact that you have this in mind already means it's a desire. And what is desire? Desire is power towards outward manifestation. Let me break it down. The fact that you have a desire to start something means you already have the power as a potential for an outward expression of whatever it is you want to do. Now, there's an author called Wallace D. Wattles. Wallace D. Wattles said, there is no talent that every human being does not have. It might be 1% or 2%. It's a flame that could be fanned to form a wildfire. Do you get it? So there's no talent of whatever. It could be drawing, it could be writing, it could be poetry, it could be music. There is no talent that you do not have. All you need to do is just keep working on it, fanning it, and it's going to turn out to be that big flame that's going to consume humanity. You just need to start. You don't need to delay. You don't need to sit there and tell yourself, oh, I'm not ready. I don't know how many people or how many percentage or how many millions of people in Nigeria like to drink coffee. Oh, I don't know how many women like to put their children in play groups. I want to start a school. I want to start a coffee business. I don't have the statistics. What you're doing to yourself is called paralysis by analysis. You're literally paralyzing yourself because there's this need, this urge to analyze a market, to analyze the data, to analyze something that's going to prove to you that you should start. There's this business person, it's called Halton Boggs. Halton Boggs said, make a decision, but try your best to make that decision the right one. So don't try to analyze the best way to go. Should I go left? Should I go right? Should I go middle? Should I go up or should I go down? Pick a decision, pick a direction. I'm going to go left, I'm going to go right, but I'm going to prove to people, I'm going to prove to the world, I'm going to prove to my family that that decision I made is the right one. Did you get it? I can assure you that you're never going to have regrets. The only regrets you're going to have are steps never taken. The only regrets you're going to have are things that you had a desire to do, but you never did. When you get old and are gray, you're always going to remember things that you should have done and you never did. I can assure you that till today, I still think about that girl that I never told I like. And this is not because my marriage is bad, my marriage is horrible. No. I'm happy in my marriage. Of course, every marriage has its ups and its downs, but I'm perfectly happy in my marriage. I'm happy with my wife. I love my wife. A couple of months ago, I ran into this same girl who I liked when I was in my undergrad era, when I was still at the University of Port Harcourt. She was different. I recognized her because of her mannerism, her habits, what she likes to do casually. That's how I recognize her. She had changed from Tara J. Hansen to Julia Roberts. I love Tara J. Hansen. Of course, I also love Julia Roberts. But obviously, Julia Roberts has never been like Tara J. Hansen. I'm talking about anatomically. Now, imagine Tara J. Hansen shedding all that nice shape and looking like Julia Roberts. Obviously, you're going to ask yourself, what is the problem? There's something wrong. And I just believe that if I'd walked up to this girl and said, listen, I really like you. Maybe you don't like me back. That is okay. I really like you. I'll tell you another story. During my NYSC period, there was this girl who was my girlfriend at the time. And there was this guy who liked her. I didn't like her like girlfriend material. I just liked her like a guy who wanted a bone. So I'm comfortable saying this, okay? Because this was way back. And I just wanted her for just sex. And this guy wanted her for a wife. And he kept chasing this girl. He was chasing this girl. Anytime I'm not there, he was always singing in her ear. You know, I like you. I want you to be my wife. And blah, 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 blah. Back then, I was thinking about the guy. Who is this basic guy? Who's this shaft man, like we called him back then? But thinking back now, I respect that guy. I don my hat to that guy and I say, listen, you wanted something and you went after it. Even though I don't know that it worked out because I lost track of that girl. Thinking back now, with all I know right now, I respect the person who goes after his vision, who goes after his dream, who pursues his goal tenaciously. I don't care if it's going to work. I'm just going to make it work regardless. So shoot your shot, guys. Shoot your shot. Whatever girl she is, she might be out of your league, go after that girl. Whatever business, it might be something you've never ventured into before, go after that business. You have to do it. If you don't do it, you're going to regret it. Never settle for less. You're worth more. You have the potential beyond your wildest imagination to accomplish what you don't think is even possible. You just need to keep going. Forget research. Of course, research. Of course, study. Of course, learn about the field. But the biggest billionaires and millionaires in the world did not even know what they were even doing. They started one way and ended in a different way. But at the end of the day, they hit that El Dorado. They got to that promised land. Okay? So I hope this video has been able to inspire one, two, however people out there who are caught at a crossroad and wondering, should I go left or should I go right? There is no right decision. Okay? Shakespeare said there's no good or bad, but your thinking make things what they are. Okay? So there's no right or wrong. Just keep going, pick a direction and focus on that direction, and you'll find out that you're going to come out of the other end happier and more fulfilled. So guys, I want you to go down there, down, and smash the subscribe button. Support the movement, support the community, support what we're trying to do, okay? Turn on your notification bell so when we drop our videos, you're notified about the content we drop at a time, and you can catch our videos when they drop. Now, if you love the videos we drop and you love this particular content, why don't you go down and smash the like button? Show the YouTube algorithm that the content we drop are relevant to you or people like you around the world, so they can keep showing it to more people like you. Okay, and if you want to get close to me, why don't you follow me on Instagram, slide into my DMs whenever you want, make your inquiries or ask your questions, and I'm going to respond to every question. And if you have people who you feel are confused or don't know where to go left or go right, why don't you share this video with them? You just might be helping someone and saving a soul. Happiness is your property. You owe it to yourself to be happy. I can't make you happy. Your mom, your dad, your husband, your boyfriend, your girlfriend, your partner can't make you happy, but you can make yourself happy. So be happy today and have a blessed week. Until the next one is still fused on the Fuse Chronicles. Bye-bye for now.